Hello and welcome to Fastlane with Matt Shaw for another week. And yes, I am Matt Shaw. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much to the live crowd that we used to have in here, and they've actually left. They've actually gone away on holiday. But in with me now is my good friend Matty Morgan. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, so and yourself?
Yeah, going all right, mate. Did you have your dessert?
Oh, mate.
Oh, are you?
Too much sweet.
What's wrong with your voice?
I'm good.
Got to clear your throat before we start drinking at the pub.
Sorry about that.
Oh, the live audience is back. Shivers, they really go hard there in the middle. It was like that, like it's a staged clap, don't you think?
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, a dog has eaten a man's penis.
Is this real?
I'll just leave you to ponder that one there. We'll come back with that very shortly after this. This is Fastlane with Matty Shaw. Back here with Fastlane with Matty Shaw and Matty Morgan, the two Matties, tearing it up across the airwaves. Don't you think, mate?
Smashing it big time.
Do you think that when BBC Radio 2 accepts us to be the breakfast crew, they're going to regret it?
I don't know, mate.
You don't know? Do you think we'd have more of a chance succeeding in Australian or in English radio?
Oh, Australian, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah, definitely. No one's going to listen to your accent anymore.
Oh, shivers. Mate. Way to lay it on lightly.
True words, mate.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about Kevin Rudd, everyone's favourite politician, and a little bit about my mum.
Keep listening for more of Fastlane with Matt Shaw.
But first, we're going to get back to the little teaser I had for you at the start. A dog. I mean, dog. They say dog is man's best friend, don't you? Do you agree?
I've never had a dog, mate, but yeah.
Have you never had a dog?
Never.
You know, allowed dogs in Sheffield, they ban them.
Yeah,
Just like they banned fun and excitement.
Sheffield's a fun place, isn't it?
I can't wait to get over there.
Yeah,
Neither can Amy, as a matter of fact. She was telling me all about it today, how much she's just hammering to get over there and just rip into it.
Yeah.
Well, a dog has eaten a paralysed man's testicle, according to the Huffington Post.
Paralysed man's testicle.
So the dog is... he was paralysed and he was on the ground, I think. And a small white and fluffy stray dog, instead of looking after him, came over and bit one of the man's testicles off while he was asleep. He was asleep. The man, who told police he has no feeling from the waist down, woke up with a burning pain in his midsection, looked down and found that the dog has adopted one of his testicles in its throat. How could a dog swallow it? Like, would it have to chew it up? Hey, that is grim. Would it have to rip the potato sack open, taken the potato out of the sack, and then chewed it up and eat it? Do you understand the analogy I'm going with?
Oh, stop it, man.
The 39-year-old victim told police he sleeps in the nude and noticed that the dog had blood all over its feet and muzzle. Would you lose a lot of... I think... Couldn't you die from the blood loss?
Oh, easily. Was it a stray dog then?
It says it's a stray, and then it said that he adopted it. So I think it was a
he
stray.
obviously wasn't feeding it because it must have been starving to rip his ball off. Which one did it? The left or the right? I'm not that it matters.
We want to know whether or not he can become a priest or not.
Oh dear.
Whether or not he can become an opera singer. We might have another Michael Bublé on our hands. The fact he can't walk doesn't help. When he realised that the dog had eaten one of his testicles, he rang the TV station straight away, as all Americans would. The man who was taken to the hospital after his injuries. So he rang the TV station, then the police, then the ambulance.
What?
that was the chain of events. I mean, in Australia it goes ambulance, police. Why would we ring the police though?
To arrest the dog, of course.
Yeah, to have the dog put down. They chased it around with it.
It's a criminal offence ripping people's balls off.
Is it though? I don't think there's anything in legislation that says that you can't bite someone else's testicles.
Yeah, it's assault.
But is it though?
It's grievous bodily harm. Of course it is. What else is it?
Let's just move on.
Right, okay.
The dog, which was adopted by the man 3 weeks earlier, was a stray and had been and is killed. Yeah, it's dead.
So they put it down.
Poor dog. And it's all right, mate. Just let it go, mate. Let it go.
Sorry, old piece of metal foam.
Hypothetical for you. Now we know how much I know personally how much you love your mum.
Yeah, of course.
Like, would you say, like, how much? Just
How much? What?
just
a
no.
scale
Just
of
give
1 to
an
10?
example for the audience. Like, you and your mum. Would you used to live with your mum when you're back at home? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The mummy's boy.
So you see her every day.
Yeah.
Okay, hypothetical for you. Okay, if you were to get a card, like a credit card, an American Express card or something like that,
Yeah.
that had no max. It was just an unlimited amount of money. Only allowed that card for 24 hours. But if you took that card and used it,
Yeah.
you would never, ever be able to have physical human contact with your mother again.
Physical human contact.
Yep.
As in, like, what? Hugs?
You can't hug her, she can't touch you, she can't give you a kiss, you can never touch again. You can talk to her, you can ring her, you can do whatever, but you can never touch her.
I
Ever.
think I'd be right with that, mate, sure.
You think you'd be right with not being
Yeah, as
touching
long
her?
as I still see her and talk to her, it's alright. I don't touch my mum that much. Sounds wrong, doesn't it? But you maybe hug him every now and again.
I don't touch mum a lot.
Mate, what you could spend in a day.
Mm.
You could go and get a mortgage on a house, man. You
I'd
could
buy heaps of houses.
buy
I'd buy
cars.
houses all over the place.
You could buy your mum as many houses as she wanted.
Yeah,
She
I know.
understand that you never have to be
Yeah.
able to physically touch her again. No, I think I could go with that.
Yeah, you'd be alright with that?
Yeah, I reckon so.
See, I reckon, I mean, me and mum hug quite a bit, but not all of it I enjoy.
Yeah,
So I reckon I'd take the cash.
of course.
I mean, it's unlimited, mate.
She
I would
wouldn't
go
hold it against you.
mental. That could
Say,
literally,
"Mum, what things do you want?
that could
Compile me a
change your
shopping
life.
list and
Not
then
hugging
get
your
it
mum
done."
again could change your life.
Yeah. Thanks.
Good to see. I really thought that one of us would go either way. I've asked this question on a couple of radio shows around the place because I'm just a popular bloke, and everyone I've spoken to except me has said that they wouldn't take the money. They take the
Really?
mum.
They're lying. They're all lying, mate.
But they're soft.
Of course they are.
So I pose it to you. Okay, what is the price? Okay, if there was a $100,000 limit on the credit card, would you take it?
No, not 100,000.
No, 100,000, 200. I'm just gonna keep going up until you say you take the money.
No, I won't do it for 200 either.
You wouldn't do it for 200. Well, a motorist. Okay, let's just assume that you're not really going to do it. You're not really the type of guy to do that sort of gear, are you, mate?
To do what?
To not hug your mum for 200.
Oh, that gear.
200k.
Talking about drugs for a moment.
Talking about gear, a motorist high on drugs and
Oh,
drunk
yeah.
was dead. Thought he was dead after he ploughed into 3 pedestrians.
He thought he was what, a motorcyclist?
A motorist
Oh,
high on
just a
drugs
car.
thought he was dead after he ploughed into 3 pedestrians, hit a fire hydrant, and smashed into a flower stand.
What are you doing?
Part 2, the Weird Files returns. And Matt Shaw, can you? I mean, not Matt Shaw.
Play the music, mate. We like the
Matty
music.
Morgan, can you open the file?
Opening file now.
The Weird File. And Sean Martin, 32, of Queens in New York. That's near where our good mate Andy Dick lives. Allegedly asked police, "Am I dead? Was I driving?" He told police officers after the crash in New York in late July. The Manhattan Supreme Court heard that Martin was high on PCP. What's PCP?
PCP? I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
And methylamine, which, when he careered across 3 lanes, hit a fire hydrant, a 300-pound muni meter, and a 25-foot ginkgo tree, a light, a pole, a city bike, and 3 innocent bystanders.
Oh, man, that was some good stuff.
He must have been on some heavy gear, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
He was allegedly more concerned about his mother than the victims. She was at home, having a cup of tea. It's like, is my mum alright? What's she doing?
Speak
The
to
washing
the
in the
man.
kitchen. And now he's in the US, he's not an idiot. There's a washing machine in the laundry where it belongs. He said to the police, "Don't call my mother, she's going to be so mad."
Imagine she won't be. He's nearly killed a few people. What is this guy?
Because I'm on PCP, she's going to lose her head. Oh, jeez. A deli worker was the most seriously injured with broken bones and minor brain trauma. Martin has been charged with vehicular assault, DUI, and criminal possession of a prohibited drug. This defendant is charged with blah, blah, blah. Yep, reckless behaviour.
I'm not sure this one's should be in the weird files, mate. Sure.
It's pretty weird, mate.
It's weird. It's just this guy was tripping. And he plowed his car.
The guy was tripping. Well, this one here could also go into the weird files, but we'll let the music finish here. A crafty trio of black robbers bought amazingly lifelike disguises to transform themselves into white-looking businessmen in a brazen heist. The New York Post reports that their get-ups were so good that their victim had no clue they were in masks and that they were actually black.
Yeah.
So the Brooklyn Federal Court trial of... I'm not going to pronounce their names because they're all... names that I can't pronounce, opened up yesterday with witnesses describing how they'd been completely fooled. The alleged men spent 2 painstaking months plotting their $200,000 heist at the Queen's check cashing store, and the heist happened last year. They theorised that switching races would help them avoid detection.
Yeah, no
The
shit.
crew turned to a well-known special effects company called Composite Effects, which had worked on films like Wolverine and The Town and things like that. And they paid $2,000 each for the mask. So 3 of them with 3 $2,000 masks, that's $6,000 in outlays. Paying the getaway driver, paying for the guns, so probably $10,000. They walk away with $190 profit. And Mum said crime doesn't pay.
190 grand profit.
What was that?
How much profit is that?
190,000.
Yeah.
And then obviously a few Coronas at the bar beforehand. Yeah. So they were inspired by the movie The Town, which is where the masks were actually made from. The movie, they don masks and dress up as nuns, the men. They dress up as nuns in white masks.
It's like a scene out of a film, isn't it?
And yeah.
Yeah,
Get in there and get the cash. So I'm not sure. It doesn't say how they were caught.
Was that in Point Break when they all ran in wearing nuns? You've seen Point Break before?
No.
Yeah, they've got it from that, mate. I'm telling you.
You reckon? No, these guys didn't wear nun uniforms. They wore the nun uniforms in the film The Town.
Oh, The Town.
Yeah, with
that.
Ben Affleck.
Well, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
It took them only 3 minutes, and the thieves raided the safe in cash and got the $200,000 before fleeing to the vehicle. The bamboozled staff members told the officers they'd been robbed by 3 white men posing as police officers.
Right.
It doesn't say. It still doesn't say how they got caught, because I think that they probably thought, and I see that as being sort of like a foolproof plan. Don't you reckon?
I think it's very clever, mate.
Very clever.
Change your race,
we were speaking in Justice tutorial today about how criminals actually have higher IQs than normal people.
What? Really?
Yeah, criminals are actually, for the most part, quite smarter than average
clever,
people.
Then you wouldn't get caught, would you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, and then we said, well, the ones they're testing are the ones that you've got caught. So the ones that are getting away with it are, I mean, no one can beat the police, can they, mate?
Not sure about that, mate.
An American tourist allegedly stabbed to death by 3 musicians after he refused to stop singing at a popular bar and tourist resort, which is a bit of fun. So the band hops up and everyone's like, and then he hops up, and I don't have a stabbing sound effect, but use your imagination. Bobby Ray Carter died after he was stabbed twice in the chest, while his son Adam suffered a stab wound to his arm trying to fight the members of the band.
The band were doing the stabbing?
Yeah, so he stood up. The band were playing. He stood up and started singing. The band told him to get down. He's like, bro, I'm just having a belting out Miley Cyrus's party in the USA, and they necked him.
Why were they carrying knives?
I'm not sure. I think it was
like, let's play a gig and take our knives as well as our guitars, just in case we have to stab